Hello and welcome to Anime at Large, where we have some anime showcases and some interesting videos along the way of different themes and whatnot, or even figures, which I still plan to do more down the line, getting some inspiration from a group of individuals. So thank you again. But without further ado, let's get started with what you really want to see. What do I really buy? So I guess starting out a little bit interesting here is Hunter x Hunter: The Last Mission. So I got all the original, not the original, but all the sets for Hunter x Hunter at the moment, and I was missing the movies. And this is one of the movies I was missing. Really liking the main series. So getting this was a no-brainer for me to get more of Hunter x Hunter and see what this movie really entails. So happy to finally get this. Next one, a little bit of an older series, but Black Magic M66. I already have the VHS and then the newer version of this, but this is the Manga Entertainment Edition. So if you haven't seen this, this is pretty good in its own way. As you can see here, it's pretty much about a freelance video journalist who gets involved in a dangerous military fiasco, and things happen. Very interesting art style showing here for the manga entertainment version, but yeah, I think this is the last version I would need, besides if I want to find the laser disc, which, who knows, maybe I will. Next one here is the Witch Hunter Robin Complete Collection set. So this is specifically interesting because this comes with the actual collector pins, which I just happen to have right here. Very unique pins, honestly. As you can see here, encompasses the show pretty well. I didn't even know this pins even existed, but apparently they do. But yeah, it's a nice extra for the series here. But yeah, this comes with the whole set. And yeah, just a different version of it from Bandai Entertainment. So say, well, get the next one. Next one here is a little bit more interesting. As I've talked before with DVD, I have the DVD for Mighty Space Miners, and I also got, strangely enough, pretty recently as well, the VHS clamshell version of from ADV of the same show, which, or I guess it, yeah, okay, I guess it's a movie since it's 60 minutes. I was like, okay, so yeah, 60 minutes here. But yeah, pretty interesting here. But yeah, saw the movie and I was like, okay, well, found it randomly in a store, and yeah, it kind of fit pretty well. And as you can see, it's pretty close to. It seems like they show the same main character getting off of something. So yeah, good stuff. Next one here is getting a little bit of a reminiscence, is All My Goddess, the OVA series, collector's edition. So this is the Animego version, and yeah, I believe they got the individual DVD sets, and this is just one that's just all together. Gotta say, how many times they really put this out. At least this is the second time, I think, but interesting set. I think I prefer the individual DVDs than this, but no, this is still good though. So still happy to have it, and yeah. Next one here, kind of going into the Blu-ray route, is Beyblade G Revolution from Discotech. 52 episodes. I remember seeing Beyblade when I was younger, and I don't know, I have a soft spot for it. Never really got into the actual the actual game itself, but it still draws interesting stories in my opinion. So getting the third series, let's see. I haven't gone to this point. Next one here is Napping Princess, the Blu-ray DVD combo pack from G Kids. I heard some interesting things, some good things about this. Saw this locally and say, well, why not? So, expanding the G Kids collection. Next one here is finding Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. Interesting enough, Fate Stay Night stuff's going up in price. So this is one of the ones I didn't have yet, so thought, you know what? Sure, let's finish up all the Fate series. So this is more to the collection. I like the series more than the movie, honestly. The movie was okay, but the series I feel they've done really good justice on. So, but yeah, this is Fate Stay Night. Next one here is Pumpkin Scissors. I finally get volume 6 of Pumpkin Scissors, so all is good in the world. But yeah, a really nice box set here, honestly. I think ADV did a good job here. I believe Funimation got the thinner set later on with the rescue, but this you can't just replace that with this set. This set's just amazing. So really glad to finally complete this, and yeah, move forward. Next one here is the Discotheque version of Recently My Sister's Unusual DVD set from Discotheque. Yeah, this seemed like an interesting show. Seemed it was also harder to get, so I thought this was the time to get it before it would be really hard to find it. So, yeah, and it's something I would watch at some point. So, yeah, adding to the collection there. Next one here is an oldie with Fatal Fury Double Impact, and also Fatal Fury the Motion Picture. So I believe these are getting rescued by Discotheque, but getting the original from Viz here is pretty nice. So no complaints, all good, and happy to add it. Next one here, kind of going with the Blu-rays here, is Digimon Adventure, Last Evolution Kizuna. Just expanding the Digimon set in my collection. I still need to watch the movies for Try, but yeah, saw this for a good price and said, well, now is the time. So next one here is Special Crime Investigation Unit Special 7 complete set. So this came out with Funimation. Yeah, seems like an interesting show. Detective work, pretty standard. So it's like, well, found it. Interesting price. Move on. Next one here is Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. I've just been seeing this all around in general, so always trying to see what it is. People have been talking about it, so it's like, well, finally found it with the slipcover, so now is the time. So next one here. Yeah, let's do this one here. So finally getting more of the individual box sets for Gundam. This time is the 08th MS Team edition. So, and then Miller's Report. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there's a thinner set for this, but I didn't have the individual DVD set, so this is just expansion for that. But really good stuff, Bandai, and yeah. Next one here is is finally getting more of the older Funimation releases. And in this case, I got Michiko and Hatchin. I already had the whole set, but I did not have the limited set like here. So, yeah, really happy to finally get this port and slowly getting through all of it. So, good stuff. Nice set. Excited. Another one I got is SteinsGate Zero. Yeah. It's like, well, I like the original SteinsGate better. This is still great. Great characters, great development. Highly recommend watching all of SteinsGate if you haven't watched it. Like, why haven't you? But yeah, this is the limited set. And yeah, really nicely done. Great extras. And yeah, always good for a good price. So really happy to get this moving forward. And then for the last one here, which I saved for last, and saying, well, what's your Aniplex release? Like, yeah, well, it's not always guaranteed, but I think every month I at least get one, which probably better than some, but not too exciting in this case. But this time I got the SAO 2 limited box set. Really nice cardboard box in general. But yeah, pretty standard release. It has a whole series. And then in this case, it has like a little poster thing, which is a nice touch. And then each of these right here. So it's, I think they did pretty good. I would still recommend getting the limited sets individually, but they are more expensive. So if you can't afford that, this is definitely the best, the next best thing, I should say. But they're also in the individual sets as well, which isn't bad. This is just a little bit more compact, and you get a box, so I would say this is probably better, but whichever you find first works for the situation. So even if you haven't seen SAO, I would recommend watching it. There's all, my opinion, this is SAO 2 is probably the better part of the series than the first. But again, everyone has different opinions of SAO, so I would still recommend watching it, or at least reading it. I think it's really worth it. But yeah, that's really it for the time being. I do have another that I bought recently, but I think I want to do another. I want to do something special for that one, because it's a really, in my opinion at least, really rare item that you can't even find easily or at all. And I was really happy to find it, but I feel like I need to do a special video for that. So get ready for that. I'm hoping that will be the next one after this. Either way, really glad you stuck this far if you have. If you have any questions or if you want to see anything else from this, let me know. And then again, if you like this, drop a like on the video, and if you want to subscribe. I'll keep putting it out, and the more and more people we get subscribed on this, the more you might see what I have in the rest of this collection. So I guess be excited. Either way, hope everyone's having a great day, and see you next time.